Test 1, 2, 3, check. Test. I'm listening. All right, everyone. Welcome to the next episode of Suits and Signal Flow. I'm Ricardo Hicks. Today, we're going to be talking about the Blackmagic ATEM switcher. It's a recording device. It's a switcher. It's an encoder. It's also a capture card. It is a very versatile video device. We don't use all of those things at the same time. We probably use two of the 5 or 6 things that it does at once. But today we're going to step through how to get quality audio going into this device to get a really good recording. So today I'm doing more of a casual look. I have a blue and gray blazer with a multicolored window pane, has some hints of red in there. I have on a red shirt and with a stripe. I'm also wearing the Talley Twine Tuskegee Airman Series watch. I love Talley Twine, as you all know, so I'm featuring them today. And blue slacks to blend it all together, right? So a little bit more of a casual look today. First thing we want to do is set up our audio console over here. And I have my, we'll demonstrate with the handheld microphone here. I have a handheld microphone right here. And first thing I want to do is go to the channel. I'm on channel 1. I want to set my gain. And I want to set my gain, and I want to set it, you know, if you're setting it in the room with your speakers, you want to set it and make sure you can hear with, you know, without distortion, without hearing the distortion. The Mackie, we find that the gain is not good at all. The preamp stage is not really good at all. You can't go by the PFL or the solo to actually, you know, tell with the VU meters whether it's peaking or not. So you want to make sure that you're actually not peaking, and you want to check that with headphones, right? You don't want to use your eyes and VU meters as a source for this. You want to use your ears. So again, fist between the microphone and the chin is optimal. You see where my lav is placed, same distance here, fist between the microphone and the chin. And that's the first step in the gain stage, then setting it on your channel. You also want to make sure your channel is flat on the EQ side, flat, 12 o'clock position on the high, the mid, the lows, right? Make sure all of those are flat, and then you can do the tonal treatment as you see fit. Live has already been optimized for audio for this recording here in this demonstration. So I have the ATEM coming into, or I will here in a second, have the ATEM coming into, there we go. I have the ATEM coming into the software coming into the ATEM, I should say. So I have the software, Blackmagic software coming into the ATEM switcher. You want to make sure you have the latest version of the software. You can go to Blackmagic website and download the latest version, because sometimes you'll find that you have an old version and you have a newer device, right? Or sometimes it may need to update the firmware on the device. But you want to come in, first thing we want to do if we're going to record is come in and go to switcher and go to the output side and scroll down. It'll start up here at the top, but you want to scroll down and you want to have a proper naming convention. And this is going to affect your folders and how it categorizes your ISO and your program output, right? We also want to make sure this box is checked here for ISO recording. It's graded out because it's already been checked pre-recording, so that we can get all of our inputs. That allows us to have the 3 cameras that we have and the ATEM software on this computer that you have a visual with here. So we've done our naming convention. We've made sure that we're in ISO record so that we can record all of the inputs if that's what you need to do for your client. And then we're going to tab over here to the audio section here. One of the many mistakes or oversights that happens with the ATEM as it pertains to audio is that people aren't monitoring with the headphones. You get the input in, you see levels, and you're not putting your headphones on to hear if you have a proper signal or if you have distortion. You must do that. That is a must, and you have to really make sure that you have good quality audio coming in. So the way to do that is to listen and to use your gain knob here. You actually click and you go left to right on your mouse track. You don't go up, down. You don't try to follow the dial around. You just go left, right with that once you click to bring the gain up and down. You also, to bring the level in range, first and foremost, if it's blaring, as soon as you plug it up, you may realize that you're out of range with the ATEM on your mic and line level, on your voltage coming in. So right now we have this microphone input set for mic level. I'm on mic 1. I have it at mic level. Mic level is going to boost the signal coming in to the ATEM, 15 to 20 decibels. I don't know the exact number off the top of my head, but 15 to 20 decibels dBV, decibels voltage. So it's on mic level, but if we were plugged in and it was blaring high into the red and distorting, and we had a very low gain on here, right? I know that I need to switch this from mic level to line level so that I can bring it in range to where I can actually add a little bit of gain. You want to bring as much level as you can into the ATEM before boosting the gain here in the ATEM software. You want to bring as much as you can in there from a signal flow standpoint, in my opinion. Another common mistake is this the right side of mic 1. This is mic 1 is a stereo input on this ATEM Extreme. So it is actually looking for a signal on the tip ring sleeve. There's a tip ring sleeve, 1/8 inch, and there's a tip ring sleeve coming out of the board, but these are mono outputs, right? So there's nothing coming on that extra channel that it's looking for, so it's going to generate noise. So you want to make sure this is not on. You want to bring the fader down and turn it off, right? We only need the left side. You also want to make sure if you have any cameras, camera 1, 2, 3, 4, and it has a built-in microphone. Like for instance, we have a Blackmagic camera here. It has a built-in microphone, and it must be turned off right now because I don't see VU meters on it. But you want to make sure that all of these additional channels are off, in the off position. You don't want any doubling of audio coming in on your mix output. Keep in mind, this is your solo for your headphones. Test, test, 1, 2, 3, check, test, test, I'm listening. I have clean audio. This is your headphones level right here, where you can turn it up and down. It's not a tremendous amount of output on the headphones, but it's something there. And I see that the microphone is on. I see some levels here, over here. But you notice, I'll turn it on for a second, just so it can interrupt. I'll turn this on, test, test, test. And you notice that the audio has changed because he's turned on the Blackmagic internal microphone, and I have it on here. And I also have my microphone input on here for input 1 on the back of my ATEM, right? So you want to make sure all these additional audio channels are off. Turn them off, right? You have good level. Run some music through your audio console and make sure that that you can hear it and it sounds good. And same thing with your. You want to listen to it. If you need to turn the gain down, I think the gain is all the way down on this board. But we also have a laptop audio with an attenuator on it, so where we can turn the level up and down. Of course, you can go into your laptop software on the output and turn that down as well, right? So these are the steps to making sure that you have clean audio when it comes to your ATEM Extreme and recording ISO, or whether you're recording non-ISO. So these are the steps to making sure that you have good, clean audio. One other thing that I think is the best practice is to also make sure that you are organizing your windows. So if I go to the cogwheel down here at the bottom, and I go to the multi-view, I want that recording status window in my 8th window. We're not recording 8 inputs. Most of the time we're recording 4 or 5 inputs on the switcher. But on 8, I like to have that recording status so I can see how much hard drive time I have to record, left to record. And if you have the inputs available to you, also pop in your VU meters for your audio settings. So audio status, and that will pop up on the screen as well. So I think he's capturing that with the B-roll, but I can see my levels. But you want to monitor your levels with headphones on, set everything, but you want to honestly, if the client has not paid for a recording tech, you want to, as the video engineer or the video tech or the V2, to have headphones on you as often as you can to reference your audio, especially when there's changing from a live to a handheld Q&A, microphone or whatnot. You want to be able to make those changes, make those adaptations as the event is happening. And I think that is it. For best practice for more internal for Tech Factory, you want to make sure that you are stopping your records in between sessions, starting and stopping, making sure that light is on. You want to do a test recording. You want to test the recording, test the microphones, the various microphones that are going into the, mic 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, live 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, handheld 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure that you're getting good, clean audio out of all of those. Do a quick 30-second recording and check that in the morning, check that the day before, of course, check it again in the morning. And listen to it with headphones on your laptop, verify everything is there, and you should be good to go. Make sure you're recording. Make sure that light is on. You should be good to go. But if you follow these steps, you should get good, clean audio and have organized file folders for your ATEM recording. And for those of you that are not Tech Factory internal folks, we're rolling out our QR codes, and you'll see QR codes on our devices that you can scan, and you can get familiar with pieces of equipment, whether it's a switcher, whether it's an audio console, whether it's a wireless microphone. And that is an educational thing that we're adding to our gear to be more engaging with our customer, and our customer can learn some of the things that we do. All right. But again, Ricardo Hicks with Suits and Signal Flow. Thank you for tuning in for this episode. Peace.